us.
I believe that I will walk one day. I believe it. God has a plan for me, and I know it's not to be sitting here all the time. I know He has something planned bigger for me.
For Eric LeGrand, the plan changed in an instant. October 16th, Rutgers versus Army on a fourth-quarter kickoff return.
It's Malcolm Brown. Oh, what a great open field hit by Eric LeGrand, who is shaken up on the play.
I fell to the ground and my body just went ding. That's all I heard, like my bell was ringing. And my body was stuck. Tried to get up, but I couldn't.
I knew by the way he bounced off of him, something was wrong. I've never seen Eric go down in all of his years of playing football. He's never been down. That was the first time I've ever seen him actually go down and not get back up again.
I just knew something was wrong. And on my way out there, just quickly thinking, please let him be knocked out, Lord, you know, because you could see he wasn't moving. And I knew it wasn't good.
Players on both teams have taken a knee, and their thoughts are with LeGrand.
Face up on the field, LeGrand struggled to breathe.
I was like, could I pass out? May I die here? Fear of death. That's the biggest fear that I could have, because I couldn't breathe the way I was breathing, and I couldn't move.
Taken off the field, his head and body immobilized, LeGrand tried to give the crowd a sign that he would be all right.
When I tried to put the thumbs up, you know, when you get carted out, I couldn't do it. It feels like there's 1,000 pounds holding it down and it won't move. That's what this all feels like, basically. When you try to move, there's 1,000 pounds on you, and you can't move it.
LeGrand had fractured his C3 and C4 vertebra, and that night underwent emergency surgery to stabilize his spine. 20 years old, he was paralyzed from the neck down. Doctors initially gave him a 0 to 5% chance of regaining neurologic function, a prognosis his mother never told him. 6 days after surgery, he first moved his shoulders. By early November, he transferred to a rehabilitation facility less than an hour from the Rutgers campus to begin his recovery. Still breathing on a ventilator when he arrived, he asked doctors to remove it for the first time Thanksgiving week.
The doctor said I might be able to breathe for a minute. I lasted an hour and a half.
He went through the night, the next day, and he was done. He says, I don't want it, I don't need it. And he was breathing on his own just fine.
Not all progress is so easily measured. His rehab is constant and often grueling, from work on a bike that simulates muscle movement to stretching and breathing exercises. Still, the frustration at times is undeniable.
Sometimes you tear up because you miss your friends, you just think back on everything, and you just start tearing up a little bit. But then you know that I have to get myself together, otherwise I'll be stuck here if I ever get down.
In mid-December, LeGrand made another kind of progress. For the first time since the injury, he had sensation in his hands.
She placed her hand on me. I was like, wow, I felt that. And it was just a big shock, and you're just like, wow, it's coming back.
As he continues his rehabilitation, LeGrand and everyone who cares about him understands it is a long and uncertain recovery. But they also believe.